May I firstly say that if a town council in this meeting does not tell the truth, I think residents have a right to raise that in these meetings. So to say that they don't, I think is crazy. So I've now had a response from the clerk with a reply from David Oyns about my request to know the new and alternative locations for a skate park. I'm still waiting for David Pass's response. It appears David Oyns was unable to find any new sites and indeed states, quote, as a new councillor coming to this with fresh eyes, I identified the following possible skate park locations, close quote. Mr. Oyns names 11 and then says, quote, I believe some of these to be new sites, but have since been made aware that almost all of these have been previously considered and discarded by the then Portishead Skate Park Project Group, close quote. So Mr. Oyns has failed to find during his car drive around the town over the last 2.5 years any new and alternative locations to the most suitable site to date, the lake grounds. Mr. Oyns, though, is economical with the facts. It is wrong to say that they have almost all been discarded by PSP. If Mr. Oyns had done his research, he would have discovered that almost all of his named sites were advised against and also vetoed by North Somerset Council, North Somerset councillors, executive members and even Portishead Football Club and this very town council in the case of the town council owned land. So with regard to public participation, all we can ask as residents is that the councillors elected act in accordance with standing orders and they do not breach their code of conduct. Being always honest, open and transparent in their duty of representing the electorate rather than their own political or personal agenda is paramount. The public expects the same courtesy of politeness and respect that councillors wish themselves. We also expect fairness and consistency. When you, Leslie Cottrell, stopped me from speaking at the last meeting, but did not stop 3 others for using validly the same word in the same context, then that is unequal treatment. I was also ignored at Wrekin Works meeting when I politely said I could not hear, all available on video. We do have the right to ask questions and we do deserve a response, most of the time entirely possible at these meetings. Contrary to what you, Leslie Cottrell, said in the last meeting, as a resident, I do not have a duty to do anything. As a resident, I will continue to uphold my own principles and good manners, despite the same treatment not being afforded to me in council meetings. I have told you all before, my hometown is far too important to stop coming to meetings, even though I am stopped from speaking by you, the chair, without good cause. Declarations of interest, they should be clear and in meetings recorded accurately. Councillors have to, by law, declare a pecuniary interest. It is not for the public to assume what is personal and what is pecuniary. It is for the councillors to make it clear. And it happened again tonight. We do need to know if it's a personal or pecuniary interest. Bristol Road. Information has come to light from Somerset Football Association that contradicts what Peter Mitchell told the public during the presentation by himself and Leslie Cottrell. Now, let's not kid ourselves, it was by Portishead Football Club. They did not have any input on the skate park and tennis courts. It seems that Somerset FA are not fully on board. Quite to the contrary, in fact. It seems that Peter Mitchell has not been listening to Brendan Dix of Somerset FA. I've got his email if you want to see it. Mr. Dix says, we in principle would support a project to improve football facilities that support Portishead Town Football Club, but we don't currently support the proposed plans that have been put together by the parish council as they seem to conflict with Sport England protecting playing fields policy, which all national government bodies adhere to. Mr. Dix has further explained that he has told Adrian Green of Portishead Football Club that, and he's also told Peter Mitchell, but someone isn't listening. We want the truth, please, from this town council, not misleading information. Thank you.